over over 630 school nurses, okay? So we have about 630 school nurses. Our goal is to hire about another 150. We're so big that we're divided up geographically. So if you are offered a position as a school nurse, we offer you a position to a region based on your zip code, okay? Um, place one nurse in every school. You have a manager in each of these areas. Most of them have two managers. Um, and um, so their job is to actually give you a school assignment once you're hired. So you don't get to actually choose what school you want to go to. At this point, we are kind of filling the schools that don't have a nurse. But we will obviously take into consideration your zip code. So many of you are thinking, why would I want to be a school nurse? So we have um, an amazing scope of practice. And I became a school nurse because I wanted kind of a lifestyle balance. You get to work the beautiful school calendar, you get to work the school hours, and so you don't work any nights, weekends, or holidays. And it's a lot of health promotion, disease prevention. And so there's a lot of care on that end of the medical spectrum. When I took my school nurse job, I remembered my own school nurse. Here I am in 1960 something, and I could not see the chalkboard in kindergarten. So I was sent to my school nurse who did a vision screening for me. And some of you out there might also know that nurses do vision screening in the schools. And we do that for every kinder, second, fifth, and eighth grader. And we have been doing that since 1943. All right. So we have changed a lot of lives of the citizens of California just by putting glasses on their face. So this is our professional organization, the National Association of School Nursing, and they define school nursing as a specialized practice of professional nursing that advances the well-being, the academic success, and lifelong achievement and health of students. Okay, so that's what we do as a school nurse. Um, as a school nurse, you have a health office, which you get to decorate. And I like to say being a school nurse is a combination of an ambulatory care clinic nurse, a case manager, and a public health nurse. So you fall under your scope and standards of practice as an RN. You provide medication management to kids at school, just like in the hospital. It is student specific. And then you also provide a lot of first aid and emergency care. Also, as a school nurse, you have roles and responsibilities under something called the California Education Code. And this is a big document in California, in Sacramento, that tells all the teachers what they're supposed to teach. It tells all the school principals what they're supposed to do. And there has a whole section on what nurses are supposed to do in the schools. And this includes something like the vision and hearing screening. So we will train you on how to do this. And you also do something which is a more formal health assessment for students with a potential cognitive or physical disabilities. And these are called individual education plans. Also, as a school nurse, you are a classic public health nurse. You do communicable disease management. You're going to see things like chickenpox outbreaks, impetigo, hands, foot, and mouth, scabies maybe, and of course, lice. We will absolutely train you to be a lice buster. So at this time, go ahead and scratch your head if you feel like you need to. Also, as a school nurse, you're in charge of immunization compliance. So if you're in the state of California, they're very strict about kids getting a free education. You have to be fully immunized to be eligible to come to school. So part of your job as a school nurse is to ensure that your campus is completely immunized against childhood diseases. And also, as a school nurse, you do a lot of care coordination, health promotion, teaching and training, and lots of student specific care plans. We're unfortunately, our kids today are really mimicking what we're seeing in the community with chronic conditions. So you're going to see a lot of diabetics, type 1 diabetics on campus, a lot of kids with autoimmunes, allergies, IBS, seizure disorders, asthma. So any of these kids that have a chronic disease or illness, you're going to be doing a student care plan and an emergency care plan. Here's a couple of letters from my students. Thank you for always taking care of me. I remember when you took care of me when I broke my arm. Next, you checked my hair for lice. And after that, you fell down and you healed me. Thanks again for everything. So this is just kind of an example of how I took care of a student in 1 year. And here's another one from Rick. Thank you for always taking care of me. I remember when you opened up my head, that's when I was bleeding a lot. Then I remembered that I thought I would die, but you said I'll survive. And thanks again for everything. So that's just kind of the reason we want a nurse in every school, because these accidents do happen. Okay, so there's lots of reasons to work for us at LAUSD. We have a very competitive new grad salary. We start at 92,000 and go to 124. Our new grads are starting at 92. You get fully paid health, dental, vision, and benefits, not only for you, but a spouse or domestic partner and all your kids through age 26. And there's no premium out of your paycheck. And then also you get to be put into a pension plan and you get a life insurance policy. We also will give you an orientation. Okay. So the first 30 days that you work with us, we are going to train you on kind of school nursing 101. We're not going to expect you to walk into a school and know what you're doing. And then we're going to give you monthly nursing PD on best practices of school nursing. We also have lots of opportunities for leadership and nurse specialty positions. This job is extremely beautiful. You get to help kids become better learners and future citizens. And while this is offering you the work-life balance, you get to work on this beautiful instructional calendar. We are hiring for the 24-25 school year. At this point, we've pretty much hired for August 12th, but we will be hiring for September 9th. And anything that you see in yellow, orange, purple, and white, the schools are closed and you don't have to report. So traditionally, your day is working from around 8 to 4. And again, no nights, weekends, or holidays. And your salary is divided by 12. So you will get a paycheck every month, regardless if you're off for 3 weeks at the Christmas holiday or 2 months off in the summer. So if any of you are interested, I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about the application process in our breakout session. Okay. So that's my presentation.
Hey, great, Holly. That was great. Those are some great benefits with becoming a school nurse, and great schedule, like nice pay, a lot of flexibility. So lots to consider.
Yes.
Thank you for that. We're gonna go ahead and hear from Christina from the Career Center.
Hi, everybody. My name is Christina. I work at the UCLA Career Center, and I'm going to talk a little bit about our resources. And I group them into different categories for those of you who are not UCLA students yet, and for those of you who are. So online resources. So these three are available to you even if you are not quite yet a UCLA student or if you're an alum already, because they are not restricted by any means. So we have the Pre-Health at UCLA website where you can find the whole tile on nursing and of course on any other, a lot of other pre-health healthcare careers. And feel free to explore that website at your convenience, because it has a lot of great resources about how the different pathways that you can become a nurse. In addition, we do have a Career Center YouTube channel. This became a thing during COVID because all of our workshops were webinars, and we started recording them and posting them for students who could not attend the webinars at the time they were offered, to still get the information whenever they had the time. And we do have presentations on nursing as a career. We have presentations on UCLA's entry program, the MECHAN program. I see Mark is here, so I'm sure he'll talk about it some more at some point. And we also have presentations on the application, the different pieces of the application process. So if you decide to apply for a nursing program down the line, we can help with the grad school or nursing school application process. And you can have a ton of resources on the YouTube channel about how to write a personal statement, how to ask for letters of recommendation, and so on. The career guide is also, so we used to have physical copies of the career guide, but now everything is pretty much online, and you have access to the career guide in a PDF format. And we have chapters on career exploration. We have a chapter on graduate and professional school application process, job and internship search, interviewing preparation. So if you are preparing for an interview, you can find some great information on there. First 90 days on the job, how to evaluate job offers. So a great resource for everyone at any stage of their application, of their academic or career development process. Then I grouped together UCLA Career Center resources for current students. So if you are a current undergrad or graduate student at UCLA, or recent graduate, meaning you graduated in March or you will be graduating in June, as a current alumni, you have full access to the Career Center for 3 months. And then you can schedule virtual or in-person counseling sessions. Appointments become available every Friday afternoon. If you don't see an open appointment, please make sure that you check back on Fridays to schedule one. They do book fast at times, depending. We are fairly cyclical, but especially in the spring quarter, because it's application season for medicine, dentistry, PA, all sorts of different programs, they can book quite fast. We offer a virtual pre-health drop-ins. Those are available week 1 through 10, Fridays at 12, and that's the Zoom link for that. And then, of course, we have virtual and in-person general drop-ins, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 12, 1 to 3. And you can definitely stop by at the Career Center, either in person or virtually. So while the pre-health drop-ins can address questions that's pertaining to your nursing career path, the general ones, we keep it for all undergrad students. So resume, cover letter reviews, job and internship search, and interview prep advice can be given in those appointments. And then we have the pre-health newsletter. So if you're a current student, you can sign up for a pre-health newsletter that goes out bi-weekly. Fall, winter, spring, and probably monthly over summer. We do have some programming happening throughout summer, and we sometimes send a newsletter to also share off-campus information of different academic programs or summer research programs if we get them. Then we have the virtual and in-person workshops. Full schedule is always available on Handshake. You can also visit the Career Center website for more information. And of course, we have a wide variety of online resources. You can access them through Handshake, Career Center resources. You can also access them through our website. And this is a snapshot of the online resources. So Handshake is technically your communication channel with the Career Center. Everything we do it through Handshake, through the Handshake platform. So make sure that you update your Handshake profile. Employers do look at Handshake as well. They are on there. Sometimes you can get messages from them if your profile fits what they are looking for. Then we have VMOC, which is a platform that helps you improve or create a brand new resume if that's what you need. Parker Dewey and Forage are partnerships that came about through COVID because back in 2020, students could not get internships, regular internships. So Parker Dewey and Forage actually provides online learning opportunities like micro internship, project-based learning. You can build skill sets by working with actual companies. So it's worth to give it a try. Focus 2 is an assessment that can help you figure out your interest, your personality, your skill set. And if you're not quite sure what you want to do yet, you're not set exactly on something, then that could be very helpful as well. Vault it used to be called Firsthand. No, it's first it was Vault, then it was Firsthand. Now it's Vault again. So you have access to it on your through your Handshake, and you can gain access to over 120 industry-specific career guides. So if you're interested in healthcare, this is something you may want to look into to see what's going on within the healthcare field. What are the trends that you need to know of to make sure that you're going to be employable when you graduate. Going Global is a great resource for students who plan to travel. So sometimes students are taking even a study abroad session, and it's nice to use Going Global to get to know the area you're going to be staying in. You can research regions, you can research cities, you're going to be able to see major industries, living costs, all sorts of different information that could help you prepare for a trip. And it doesn't have to be overseas. Actually, you can look up different cities in the US as well. And then, of course, interviewing.com is a platform that can help you prepare for mock interviews. As I just want to mention that if you schedule one of those 30 minutes career counseling sessions, you can actually request a mock interview as well, both for internships and jobs or for graduate or professional schools if the program that you're applying for interviews top candidates. And that is it for me. I wanted to just give you a snapshot of what we do at the Career Center. That's my email address, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have about our services.
Thank you, Christina. That was very informative. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the breakout room session of this presentation. As you will see, there will be 3 different breakout rooms, one for LAUSD, one for the UCLA Career Center, and also a breakout room for the UCLA School of Nursing Admissions and Recruitment team. They are here today as well so that they can help answer any questions you may have about applying to the UCLA School of Nursing to earn a degree, a bachelor's degree in nursing with the MEChem program, APRN, DMP, or PhD. So we're gonna go ahead and open these sessions. So you should be getting a prompt to let you log into a room. Did you all see that? I see people have been moving. Okay. Yeah, feel free to hop around. You should be able to access all three breakout rooms. And I'll stay here in the main room, so.
I did not receive a prompt.
Okay, let me do it again. Let me ask, where do you want to go, Charisse?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. The LAUSD one?
Okay, cool. Let me assign you.
Thank
There you go.
you.
Uh-huh.